Nation. This is the UK commish, Ollie the writer. I'm here with a spooktacular episode this evening. Episode 10. Bring out the dogs. Right. Let's bring out the first dog. Tony. Good evening. Oh. He doesn't talk. He's mute. And then the man who has taken all the effort this evening. Good evening, Mitchell.
How do, even on a show where we haven't even started talking about football, am I already getting stitched up? If anything, I expected it the other way around, where you'd tell me we were dressing up and then neither of you two would.
You said let's dress up. Then you did,
and then I got told we weren't gonna. So, oh god, how are we, guys?
Oh, very good, very good. Right, who have we got in the chat this evening, guys? Oh, wow, it is pitch black in here. Good evening, Kenny. Good evening, Ed. Good evening, Kev. Good evening, Jed. How are we all doing?
Also, before someone says I'm already wearing a mask, let's get that one out of the way first.
It's a punny one. Right on. So, it's been a minute. When did we last talk? Monday
was.
Trying to pass that one behind me.
Yeah, let's ignore that one.
Yep. On to the Browns. So let's just let's get into it. Let me cue this one up. Let's get straight to it. No mucking about. I'm back. Right. None of that shenanigans. Tony can stay dressed up.
Is that it?
Yep, that was it, mate.
That
was my efforts. You loved it.
Arizona are in the house. Arizona are in the house. What's going on?
Who we got? Arizona Raider Nation. Who's representing? Is that Alex? Who are you? Mystical people in on your page. Good evening. Evening, Matt. How we doing? Cool. Right. I've played the intro now. The Dawg pound. The Raiders 3-3 travel over to what sounds like a very British, wet, windy, miserable, crappy Cleveland to take on apparently what looks like a pretty solid team. I mean, it's only taken like a million years.
There was talk of them being a fake. What were they, 4-1, 5-2? But yeah, I'm not sure they are fake. I think they're getting legit. They're heating up. But I think the big thing I'm talking about is OBJ out. I think that's a massive thing.
Yeah. I think we've been caught a few times this year of referring to teams as fake X, fake this.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again.
No, absolutely not. However, they did struggle last week against Cincinnati. Obviously, without Chubb and without OBJ, they're not the powerhouse that they look like they might be. But they're certainly not Eddie Browns.
Yeah, we've said it before. Getting a win in this league takes some talent. So any win kind of counts. It may be Cincy. Baker threw what? Did he throw 5?
Yes, and just shy of 300.
Yeah, that's not a clown that walks out there. That's not a clown. As much as he behaves like a clown, but to throw 5 tutties is impressive. It doesn't matter who you do it against. You know that Baker might actually start being legit.
Talking of touchdowns, the Browns have scored 24 touchdowns this year. 7 of them have come from Nick Chubb and OBJ. They're losing a third of their scoring power just by them 2 being out.
Yeah.
So offensively, they've got I tried looking this up, and actually, I'll be honest, like I've been off this week, and I lost completely track of what day it was. I went to go and post this, like the stream yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, it's Saturday, let's do the stream. I went, it's not, it's Friday. So I'm looking at the inactives yesterday and going, why do they never fill the inactives in on Friday? So they've got Nick Chubb out, obviously OBJ out. They've got pivotal lineman out as well, I think I recall saying. O-line. I might be making that up.
Not sure.
So, but still, you know, they were relying on that OBJ Landry duo. Hopefully that takes away this Jarvis Landry touchdown pass that like to throw. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Defensively, I didn't see anyone out. In terms of scores against, they look like they've got a defense that looks pretty much like ours. It's got a little bit of rush.
Oh, Matt's just said Austin Hooper's out as well.
Ooh.
Okay, so I got it wrong. OBJ's had 4 touchdowns, not 3, and Nick Chubb's had 4, and Austin Hooper's had 1. So they're losing 9 touchdowns on the season with them 3 being.
Yeah, but they're not losing them. Like they've already banked those touchdowns.
No, but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's their firepower they're losing. And right, and the other receiving touchdowns. Only 2 other receivers have caught touchdowns for the Browns, and one's Rashard Higgins with 2, and the other one is Donovan Peoples-Jones with 1.
That's the guy whose name I was trying to remember. Higgins last week in lieu of OBJ, 6 targets, 6 receptions.
You know, this game is absolutely, you know, we're 3-3, and I said it in the post. I think it's in tomorrow's post that goes up for the game day thread. I've read it all over the news since. The word here is pivotal. We're 3-3, so we either go to losing record or we go winning record. But to me, it's more than that. This is the real metal test. Like 3-3 is a good record right now. 3-3 is a good record from a tough opening of the schedule. So, and we said, you know, this is the last of the evil opener.
I feel like Raiders say that like every week though. Last week we was like, this game, you know, 4-2, 3-3 are polar differences.
Never going to discount
a hard game, and then it's always every week's got to be taken as another crucial game.
But this is a team that's hot. This is a team that's running hot. So we've got to really say, no, legit. We're in this run, and I saw it's really nice to be a Raiders fan and finally see you're not in the trash section when it's talking about playoff punt. And, you know, it said contender there for us, which, okay, it's just some clown playing with, you know, Microsoft Paint or whatever, moving icons around. But legit, people are looking at us and taking note. And what? You got a question, man?
Me playing in Microsoft Paint.
Oh, sorry, you throw me off. So, you know, but this is a team that have always also been down in that trash section, bottom dwellers. Yeah. And yet they seem to be surging, and so do we. So I think everyone's going to look at us in the same way. Oh, look, the Browns are coming up. Oh, look, the Raiders are coming up. Which ones are coming up faster? Yeah. I'm doing that milking a cat again.
I think Halloween's got the better of Ollie at the minute because I can't tell the difference between milking a cat or using Microsoft Paint.
So many drumstick bars, refreshers.
This early in the show. We're only 10 minutes. We're only 10 minutes in. Jesus.
Only 10 minutes in. I haven't even ranted yet, though. Haven't even gone on a rant.
Ooh, wow.
I don't know if I've got a rant in me tonight. I don't think I've got a rant. I think you're safe.
That'll be Monday when we lose.
Are you sure?
Whoa.
Skipping ahead. I'm on the Vino. I am. It's special Halloween. Cheers, everyone.
You
Happy Halloween.
Later, Tony.
You're sorry?
Tony, what are you doing? Move the background. Get the background off. Creepers.
What is going on in this show? We've all fell apart.
This one has gone down.
Everyone's been eating the champagne triples.
I was going to see if I could get you on a rant by putting AB up there.
No, don't even do it. Don't do it. Right. So, so we spoke briefly there about the offensive weapons that they've got out. Defensively, I think Matt Barry said they've got a backup linebacker out. And then, so our side. So I saw JJ still inactive. Trez uncle. Oh, well, not inactive. Questionable. Sorry, questionable. No word, and I'm going to say probably no incognito this weekend either.
Yeah, that's I think a given. If incognito is going to have another week out.
Trent Brown is back in his owl. Don't care. Dude.
On the subject of Trent Brown, did we see the video of him with that blocking assignment against KC, where he literally walked 2 steps backwards and then just like tapped the dude's shoulder? It was going around Twitter, and as you can imagine with Raiders Twitter, everyone was losing their mind over it. But yeah, I don't know if you'd seen it. It's a bit worrying.
No, it did not. We got Abram back.
Thank God.
Arnett is healing up. He went to Twitter and said, "I'm healing up. I'm looking good." So we're in a better position than we were last week. Let's look at it that way. Against a team that is starting to lose their playmakers. I think
problem, I'm going to jump in there with Arnett, because is there a bit of a worry? Because wasn't that the same hand that he injured in college, which is why he played his last season with a cast? Is there cause for concern there?
Yeah, well, dude, did you see that in the replay when he bent that thing backwards?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. I just... So, we seem to be coming back to health. They seem to be disappearing from health. The road so far, obviously, they're a game in hand. They haven't had their bye week yet either. So you would hope that we're kind of a little bit more rested. I know, obviously, the bye week was 2 weeks ago. So what do we look like thus far? Points scored?
Ooh,
Put the dot the wrong way around. Actually, I think we've got the nose on this. I'll look it up again, but I actually think I've put those numbers the wrong way around. I think we had the nose on this by 0.1. So offensively, our firepower is coming back in the house. Their firepower is leaving the dog pound. Points allowed, again, our reinforcements are coming back in. Plus, is this the week that we see the man who I always forget his name?
That's not going to help either of us know who you're on about.
Rico Gafford.
The dude that we signed from Dallas.
Rico Gafford.
No, Irving.
Malik Collins.
Irving. Did we
Yeah.
see him? So we've, again, reinforcements now coming in. Arnett, obviously, we mentioned, is still out, but Abram being back out there, and maybe him and Heath back up there. As much as I like Harris,
I really want to see Heath try and take over a role at free safety.
Right.
It would work. It's such a ball hawk. Like, I think we spoke about it before. It's dangerous because if they're both, Abrams coming down to lay a hit on someone, Jeff Heath's running after the ball, waiting to get his 44th touchdown of his career or something stupid like that. If both of them do that at the same time, it's asking for a busted coverage. But if we can get them two working together in unison, then yeah, I think them two together would just be phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So again, we've got Arnett out, which I don't think he. Yeah, we took him with a good pick, but he hasn't proved himself. He has shown he is a little bit of a liability out there. We've been without him for a couple of games now. I think a couple of games. Yeah. No biggity. Passing yards. Now, this one concerns me, right? We've got the head-to-head on this, and this is why stats are just things that are written down. DC is crap in the rain. He don't like the cold.
Do you remember last time we played the Browns though, and Martavis Bryant was wide open, and DC put an absolute dime on him, and he dropped it at the 1 yard line. And I don't know what the.
You mean my man crush?
Martavis Bryant, because he's I can't remember.
Smells so good.
It's Baccarat Rouge.
Baccarat Rouge. That man is the finest receiver in the NFL.
Yes, he generally is. Yeah.
See, he's legit.
I actually went and bought a bottle on the back of that, by the way.
Oh, did you? Good smelling man. So yeah, passing yards, I am concerned. And Keith, hey Keith, good evening. Keith says it as well. And it's normally the cold that DC, you know, I'm talking about the Denver kind of snow situation, but DC he's a West Coast guy, man. He doesn't like the rain. No. So, you know, and there was word that the coaches this week, if you saw it on Twitter, the coaches had been getting the equipment staff to soak the balls.
Yeah, Greg also mentioned that in the presser the other day, yeah.
Yeah,
good move. It's nice to see we're actually making effort to prepare.
It's common, to be fair. Like there's all these old football stories, like, you know, Brett Favre used to be there with a barrel of water with all the footballs just sitting floating, and he'd fish one out and sling it. You know, you get those football stories. And to be honest, like, how long does a ball stay wet in the middle of the desert? Like, you soak it wet, throw it once, it's dry by the time the receiver catches it. So...
Kev's done an ollie in the comments. Kev's done an ollie.
What?
He's done an ollie.
Who's done an ollie?
Kev.
Oh, that's too much milk and cats, mate. Rushing yards, right? JJ, you're on my list this week. Trent Brown was last week. He's come back to represent now. Henderson, you're watching. Put it on the big screen. JJ, you need to run that damn rock. I was pissed with you.
We need to feed him.
That's going to be one of the best matchups of this week, surely. JJ versus Myles Garrett.
Me on JJ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to... Oh, if I wanted to just watch him run through Myles Garrett, take Garrett's helmet off, give him a clunk with it as well, and just be like, how do you like that? And then running for a score. That's what you want. Oh, yeah.
I mean, if we're going to play that soft crap that we played last week on the run game, put Booker in there. Rest him. Rest JJ. Because JJ, 10 rushes, 17 yards. Come on, bruh. He knows it's not good enough. It's not acceptable.
Kenny's nailed it. Sorry. No, it's what we said on the graphic last week about how JJ's really effective at them outside pitches and the outside runs, when last week it was 10 runs up the gut. And yeah, Kenny's just said it.
Let me see if I can pull that again. It's for people that are not here frequently. I just want to show the caliber of this show.
Yeah, well, Ollie finds that if you weren't here, then Ollie's going to bring it up. But yeah, we all know what JJ's like as fans. We watch him, and it does make you scared sometimes. I know we had a little fumble in London on a pitch play against the Bears, and it's happened with Rashad as well. But yeah, there you go.
But you know, still, I will say, off 23 carries to only get 77 yards, not great. But that was Kansas City.
Yes.
That was Kansas City. But to only feed him 10 times and get 17 yards.
I mean, 2 of the times on them runs, though, he had no more field left to run because he scored. So there's that.
But you know, yeah. So what the point we were making before was make him run around the edge, and also I looked at this again during the week. If you actually look, these are so looking at last week's. This is where he's crossing the center. So if you look where he is, he's crossing the center. Whereas these, he's actually going to the strength, or going to the side that he lines up. Just an interesting thing I spied.
Also, who's been missing on the right-hand side of our line? And who's back this week on the right-hand side of our line? And I think I've said this a few weeks ago as well.
I'm more talking strength and weakness of formation. But yeah, I know what you're saying. You know, Richie not there, Trent not there.
Jacobs runs much better when Brown's in the lineup.
Yeah, I think JJ runs best when Richie's in the lineup. I think Richie helps him more than Trent. Richie,
yeah,
beast. There you go, Ollie. Dale loves your graphics. Like, nice to know where your hard work goes and gets paid off.
Thanks, man.
That's him on Microsoft Paint on a Saturday.
It wasn't Microsoft Paint, man. It wasn't Microsoft Paint. It was Paint 3D.
Ooh.
Getting out.
Money back.
Got an extra access in there.
It's still free, man. You just got to have Windows.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Right. So we got through the offense, pass versus rush. Let's go have a look at the defense now. So passing yards allowed. It's pretty much, there's 18 yards in it, man. Like 18 yards. And they're a game ahead. We've played some big offenses.
Yeah.
So I still call that a draw. Your shouts?
Yeah, no, I think so. I think last week proved that that you know, Cleveland can be vulnerable through the air. I mean, was it 400 yards to Joe Burrow last week? You know, so I think, you know, there is the opportunity there. I think Nelly could go big in this game as well.
And my concern there is in the air, and it's going to be raining in DC. I'm just saying things are starting to line up. Not good things.
Yeah, no, you're right.
My concern on this is that their pass yards allowed and passing yards, they allow more passing yards than they get. And rushing yards, okay, that is on their side. Our passing yards allowed versus what passing yards we've achieved is a lot closer. And I know why. It's the strength of schedule. They're 5-1. Is it 5-1? 5-2? We're 3-3. Yeah, and we're 3-3. And then you look at, like, again, the passing yards. We smash them in passing yards, and rushing yards is they win that, but, you know, not by as much as we win passing yards. But we're putting up the same amount of points. So many yards going to waste on our side of the ball that is a shame.
You know, they've had the Ravens that whooped them. I'm just looking now. They had the Ravens that whooped them. They had a close win over the Bengals. They had a mediocre win, 34-20 over Washington. They beat the Cowboys. They beat Phyllis and the Colts. They got whooped by the Steelers.
Oh yeah, I looked at it. Yeah. If you compare everyone that we've both have played for their win and losses, our opponents combined for 25 and 15, and their opponents combined for 21 and 23. So like the opponents we've played have got a 0.625 win ratio, and their opponents have got a 0.477 win ratio. It's no question that our schedule's been harder. I think we all know that. I think it's been harder than most of the NFL, to be honest.
Which is taking its toll on our roster, right? It's taking its toll on our roster.
Yeah, we said this a few weeks ago. It's been such a tough start with the opponents' records. And you're right, it has taken a toll.
So with the weather,
Murph
out there, and we've got Trent back, which give me some faith in a bit more pass block out there. I'm still loving that we never have to talk about Rodney Hudson. He's just Rodney's a boss, man.
Best centre in the
I just
league.
wanted to-
Best centre in the league.
It is epic, mate. It is epic. What do we reckon the split is? And I'm going to ask the same of the guys in the comments and gals in the comments. Hey, Ed, thanks for joining again. What do we reckon? Like, do we think it's going to be 75% on the ground? You know, our offense. Are we going to see that more in the air, more on the ground? Surf or turf?
Air.
That doesn't work. Surf or turf.
Yeah, I think air.
But it's a wet and windy game, so you don't want to be handing the ball off if it's wet. But if it's a windy game, you don't want to be throwing the ball either.
It's safe though.
Which one? Handing the ball off.
Yeah, man.
When it's wet. Oh, story time with Tony.
Story time.
I'll tell you for why.
I'll tell you why I think it's going to be more air than ground. I think we'll try and establish a ground game as you would, but I think the fact that these conditions play into Cleveland and the offense that they've got out there, I think we could find ourselves again in another, not necessarily shootout, but one of those games where we are going to have to air it out. And I think through necessity, we're going to have to lean on the air.
Let's go see some comments. Let's see some comments. What do we got out there? Douglas, good evening. Agree with Kev. Establish the run. So this is a 2-for-1 because I don't even have to bring Kev's up now because he's probably sitting there in underpants anyway. Because I know Kevin loves to sit in his underpants and watch this.
No, it's Halloween. He's fully dressed this week.
No, he's very dapper. Kev, congratulations on your new role. We saw you very dapper.
Yeah, good job, Kev. Congrats on the new role.
Good shout out to you.
So good things happen when you've got trousers on.
Also, is Dale hosting a cooking show in that picture? That's a great picture. It looks like he's on Ready Steady Cook. British Bake Off.
We need to start a cook with Dale segment. Yeah,
I like it.
Ready to cook along. We want to know.
But yeah, that's right.
Kenny seeing the same.
Yeah, that was the one I mentioned earlier. Get JJ around the edge. Get some pitches. Get some, and
do it on Miles.
Exactly. Do it on the opposite side. Line him up on the same side as Miles, and Miles is going, oh, can't wait. Bring him across on a jet sweep.
This was the point I was making against the Kansas City. We were running to the side that he lined up, as in the side that JJ lined up left. He ran left.
Yeah.
And we seem to have better success going around the edge there. So we'll see. We'll see. The cold of Fresno is nothing like the cold of Cleveland. I have no idea. I would guess it's probably pretty cold because Cleveland's pretty British.
Dale, really that is the most boss response to our interrogation of his picture ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next week, cook
in
with
Mexico.
Dale. Yeah. Dale is coming. We're doing Cook with Dale. New segment.
I'll get my pinner.
Boom. Right. Okay, cool. So is it too early? I feel like this show's gone way too quickly.
Do you know why?
I feel like are we near predictions or not?
I haven't done as many stats as usual, that's why.
Oh yeah, pulled out the stats.
Little geography lesson from Dale. He's a chef.
I know
geography teacher.
California and Cleveland's Ohio, but like I thought Ohio was colder and crapper, and like California's California.
Yeah, California can be cold.
That's an interesting fact. Did you know the movie in the UK called California Man is not called California Man in the States?
What's it called? London Man.
No, I can't remember what it's called now.
I can't even remember now.
It's
got a really weird name. But we were having a conversation when we were out there, and they were like, "Oh, it's so and so man." And I was like, "What are you on about?" With the whistle. So it was all the same film. If you haven't seen California Man, switch off, go and watch California Man or whatever it's called in America. That is a
Don't do
quality.
that. Don't do that. It's a Spanish name, isn't it?
Enciano Man.
Something like
Man. Just got it on the Googles. Wow, we've turned into a movie review place and we haven't even got Raider now. Yeah. Shocking.
You'd be jealous.
Cool. Right. It's not even EastEnders tonight.
It's not. Sorry, someone's letting off fireworks, and my dog's a bit kind of
Uh-oh. Okay, let's hit it. Let's go. Boom. And let's go. Predictions. Let's turn this banner off. Predictions. Go on then. You stuck the cause. You can go first, Tony. Thinking.
Do I defect? Do I defect? It's going to be tough. These ain't your daddy's Browns. These are a different beast this year. And Miles Garrett is playing out of his skin. So, do you know what? I think I've got to do it. I've got to say 30-24. I think 30-24 in favour of Las Vegas. I ain't defecting.
Yes.
Hey, good man. We wouldn't do that to you. Oh, you had me for a second there. Right. The original, the OD. The original defector. Right. Yeah. The OD. What you got?
My hot take for this game. Is that AJ Cole and whoever the. Hang on, no, I'm getting there. Let me
get there, man.
We're early. We've got time. AJ Cole and whoever punts for the Browns, they're going to earn their paychecks this week. It's going to be a low-scoring affair, and because of that, I'm going to say it's going to be 20-23 to the Raiders. Obviously.
Obviously.
It's going to be
from the original defector, the OD. Yeah,
never defect. I always get it right.
Never.
That's the problem.
I'll never bet against the Raiders. No.
I had the Bills winning. I had us beating the Chiefs. I admittedly got last week's wrong, but we'll skip past that very quickly. Ollie, what's your hot take? What's your prediction?
No, what we normally do is we normally go to the comments now, and then I go next.
So you normally go to the comments.
Yeah, I can get some inspiration.
That's how that works.
Get the ambience. I can think about it. So, what we got out there? We have got Kev in his underpants.
The close scorer there, which apparently no one else really agrees with. Keith's got us by 10. Matt's got us by 10.
But it doesn't count. We're not talking point differentials. You got to put a score out there, man. You've got to put a score.
I'm with you, Kev. I said
30-26. You're safe. Come on, Keith. Put it in there properly. Kenny, 27-31. See, you guys,
they're all tight.
Scores are a bit high.
I think they're high. I think it's going to be low.
What else we got in there?
Ed's got 31-28 to the Raiders.
Come on, man.
Overtime.
Need a score. Not just who wins. We're highbrow entertainment here.
This is the week for the UK to go to overtime. It's a 6 p.m. game.
31-28. See, I'm thinking these scores are high, guys.
I think they're high. I think it's going to be a low one.
Whoa, Matt Berry's gone way out there. Knock that out of the park. Whoa, 34. 23. Jeepers creepers. See, this is more me. Not only does Dale cook like a boss, I don't know what your Mexican food tasted like, but not only does Dale cook like a boss, this is more a scoreline I can get behind. Ish. Collins
got a high score in
that's another one. Out of park.
Is that time of possession? Is that?
with 3 minutes of overtime.
No, I don't know. I think everyone's got a. Is that a score? Are they two Mexican teams?
The chili won over the burritos, apparently.
Like it.
Right.
No, I think it'll be a low scorer. I think you guys seem to agree. But
Oh, this is what I'm.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Jed, thanks for stepping back. Race 21.
Field goals.
I'm not quite sure, Jed, though, that it would just be 18 points aside there to go all the way to overtime. Because I'm now going to couple your two comments together because you're going to say it's 21-18 overtime. I would be more likely to back 21-18 regulation. But yeah, no, I'm not going to be. We'll just ask for your scores. Yeah, going to see some field goals. See some shanks too.
I think Carlson and AJ Cole are going to have to step up. They're going to earn their paychecks. Like I said, it's gonna. Sure, it's good. I've got Daniel Carlson in my fantasy teams. I'm happy to see him snipe some 54-yarders.
Yep. I tell you what, Dale is on point tonight. He is cooking like a boss. He knows the movies we're talking about. He's putting good score lines out there. Was it you, Dale, that complimented my graphics?
Yeah.
This man's earning a paycheck on a free t-shirt. I'm thinking, you're getting there, Dale. You're getting there.
Ooh, first giveaway.
Yeah, might get the first free t-shirt shipped out pretty darn soon.
Ooh. There's a incentive to get involved if you ever needed one.
Yep.
Second giveaway.
Silver. What second? Not.
Well, the second one was members. That was a members exclusive. That was though.
Okay, fair.
Right.
I get that.
Participation.
I get that.
There we go.
We've ramped it up. I'm ready to put my score in.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, now I've taken the inspiration, felt the ambience, milked a few more cats. I'm ready.
Kev, I've just finished that. If you're asking what we're drinking, bottle of vino down. That's all
we're not drinking. That's why it's a video conference thing. But
are you sure?
I'm going to go with 24-21 Raiders win that bad boy.
Let's go.
Clean sweep. Clean sweep. Raiders for the win.
And that puts us 4-3.
And a lot of those points are going to be field goals.
Yeah, they are. That's why I tried to look at the numbers and try and figure out how 3 times 4 is 12. Yeah. Figure out the score.
So I normally throw a crap out.
Whoa! 41.
Holy jabronis. Stop the cow! He's gone. No way, man.
In Ohio, in the rain, in the wind. Nah, 41 points.
There's being optimistic, and then there's being Keith. Wow.
Comment as well.
I'm going to leave that on there for a while now.
That's a bit stronger than a vino, I think, Jed.
Jeepers creepers. 41 points out there. You know it's raining.
Oh, dear. Trick or treat.
Jeez. I'm going to fall out of my chair next time you put that kind of craziness out there. I'll eat it, though.
Oh,
I'll eat
crow number 2. Crow number 2.
41 points out there. No, sorry. 72. I did say we could do math. 72 points. If we see 72 points out there, I'll eat crow.
Crow part 2. It's happening.
You heard it here first.
It's not fucking happening, mate. It's not happening.
Like
right.
So last time, this is how COVID started, people eating dead animals, but we won't get into that.
No, let's not go there. It's not a good topic. Dale's on the tequila to go with my Mexican food. Gosh, that's my kind of drinking. Right. I know that I occasionally come with asking for a prediction on something, and sometimes it's really crap and it backfires on me, like last week when I asked if we would see someone who was totally ineligible to come on the field. So I'm going to try again.
Oh, so he's researched this.
And it's kind of negative. It's kind of negative.
Oh no. Cue the sad music.
Dum 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 dum.
Extenders again. Go on then.
How many Raiders turnovers do we see tomorrow? As in, we cause a fumble or an interception.
That'll be cause takeaways then.
No, not a takeaway. We created a fumble or
as in our defense does.
no.
No. How many times do we cough it up?
Coughs the ball up.
How many times do we give it away?
Yeah. Boom.
Is Richard playing?
Oh.
I've already queued it up for you. There you go.
I would leave him in Vegas. Like, dude, stay there. This is not a game for you, man. Six.
Is that 3 or 0? Is that 3 or 0?
3, 6, or 0. That's a good way to hedge your bets there, Tony.
Absolutely.
Nice. I like it.
No, that's 0.
Zilch. Nothing.
Dale's now coming in with the hot takes. Dale's coming in with hot takes now. Dale, man of the show right now. What's a suggestion?
Come on.
One takeaway.
Mitch.
Is a pick 6. I think we turned the ball over twice. But I think they turned the ball over more.
Okay.
I think we win the turnover battle. I think both teams just can't look after the ball this game. But again, bring up Dale's comment, man. That's a hot take. If that happens. And there's a question. Who's getting the pick 6?
Harris.
He loves it, though.
Just messing with you.
He had 2 last year.
No.
Did he? Did he have 2 last year?
It won't be Harris. It won't be Harris.
Jeff
It'll be Heath if there's anyone out there. We've got to go and get Abram when he's not in fullback duties, because I still want to see that this year. Got to see Abrams come and smash Mayfield up. That kid is too cocky. As good as he is in those progressive adverts, he needs a slap.
I don't mind those adverts. They're quite cool. He's got it lined up. When he turns into Johnny Football and he's not in the league in 3 years' time, he's got a nice little thing.
It is borderline Johnny Football. Johnny Football. And now Tony's gonna tell about my love for Manziel.
Did you have love for Manziel?
Yes, mate. That guy should be in the NFL. That guy should be in the NFL, and he should be in a Raider jersey. He should be in a Raider jersey.
And you don't like Derek Carr?
Ollie was all over drafting Manziel.
All over him like a rat.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And then when he left the league, yep.
Imagine Johnny Manziel in
Everyone's going to get tune out of him.
If he can cause problems in Ohio, where there's one shop in the whole state and nothing else, how is he going to survive in Las Vegas? Wow.
For 2 weeks.
He would have a worse effect in Las Vegas than COVID.
Tune out of Manziel, it is Chucky. And
in Vegas.
He's got talent.
And Chucky loves a quarterback project. We know that.
Like, he's got Peterman, who is his quarterback project. And I see what he sees in him. I think the upside, though, with Manziel is bigger if you can keep him away from
the casino in Vegas.
Well, it's not the casinos I'm worried about. Anyways, right, we digress because that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. So, look, I know why this show went so quickly, and that is because we didn't get Mitch's hot takes. Because he's been sitting there like, I'd like to talk about my hot takes.
No.
And I haven't even looked at the internal chat because it's probably blowing up between the three of us. Mitch going, I want to talk my hot takes. Guys, please, I want to talk about my hot takes. Guys, I've got a hot take.
I mean, I've already
he's
kind
got
of
no keyboard tonight, has he?
yeah.
That's why there's no
Yeah.
chat on him. He's got no
That's what I'm
keyboard
saying.
tonight.
There's no. I'm USB-less, as it were. So
So-
I'm a bit short on stats tonight.
So, Mitch,
The hot take was already there in the prediction. I went in for it. My hot take is that AJ Cole has a day punting and Daniel Carlson has a day kicking. I'm going to say as a hot take, AJ Cole drops one inside the 5. And I'm going to say that Daniel Carlson nails 250 plus yarders. That's my hot take of the game. That's actually 2 hot takes. So, Mum, I've even got my own banner. I feel like a celebrity. No, that's my hot take. Kickers game. They can't move the ball in the wet, wind, rain, awful weather of Ohio. Kickers are going to have a day. And I wait for Ollie to bring everyone back in. Now we leave him for an awkward silence. I love it. I'll keep sitting here drinking wine, and by the end of it, I'll probably predict 41 points for the Raiders. So, how is everybody in the chat while I wait for them to come back? That banner needs more flames. It does. We'll get on Ollie for that. There's your flames, Matt. We've got flames on the banner. How many missed field goals from Dale? I don't want to say none. I don't think I want to say none. 1 missed field goal. 1 missed field goal. It's my show now, guys.
I just love doing it to you because
my ribs hurt now.
Mailback on Merlot. I don't actually know. I got bought this as a gift from a client. This is called the Governor, and literally just says Vino.
Hold on.
just says Vino.
It's nice though.
Nice
It's
plonk. Right. Okay.
fruity red.
So you've done your hot take. You think it's going to be a busy day for punting,
Yeah, but I think we have a good day doing it regardless.
which concerns me.
It does, but if you're gonna have to punt, then at least do it good.
Yeah. Okay. Predictions.
And I agree with Colin there. Kickers do well in this weather. Yeah, it's difficult, but it could help if the wind, if the wind's behind us and it gets that extra distance on the kick to take a punt out or to take a field goal over the bars, then yeah.
Okay, sound. Right. I think probably it's about that time of night that not that we wrap up, we come to the special moment of the evening that so many of us look forward to. Typically me, because it makes me chuckle so much. Let's go.
Good evening, all. Welcome to this weekend's edition of Tony's Totally Irrelevant News. First up this week, Lions receiver Kenny Golladay and Pepsi have collaborated in a commercial, a Christmas commercial, and a sweater deal. So that's of no interest to anyone whatsoever. And secondly, the Seahawks are bringing back a running back, a former running back. Yes, indeed, they are. They have actually re-signed Alex Collins to the practice squad. So no one cares. And that concludes this week's Tony's Totally Irrelevant News. Thank you very much.
Nice, thanks, Tony. And to be honest, I thought they were really naughty. Well, it would be those lovely people over at heavy.com. And it was their announcement was, because we know how clickbaity they are, was Seahawks are bringing back a running back. Picture, Mosh on. And you're like, I didn't even click on it because I thought, I looked and it said heavy.com. I went, it's bullshit, not reading it.
Incidentally, if you take a look at the picture, that is actually the picture that was from heavy.com.
No, you don't call me a liar. Don't call me a liar. These are truths.
Okay. I didn't call you a
I'm
liar.
not having it.
That's
I'm not
fine.
having it.
That's fine. No worries.
It was on the Facebooks this morning.
Back on the first one, I don't think that
yesterday.
Christmas advert's going to be as good as the Marks and... Is it the Marks and Spencer's advert?
The Marks and Spencer's advert.
What Christmas advert do we always get that everyone looks forward to? Or is it the Iceland advert?
Sainsbury's.
No, that's Kerry Katona.
Sainsbury's is the one. Yeah.
Is that going to be
This
the battle of the
is
year?
a real pop culture type of Encino Man, McDonald's adverts, sweaters. We got it all. It's a all-in-one show.
It's a variety podcast.
All-in-one show. Does what it says on the tin. Whapa! Chat shit.
John Lewis. Matt got it. It's John Lewis. It's not Sainsbury's.
John Lewis.
It is Sainsbury's as well.
So,
Sainsbury's brought out the chocolate ad a few Christmases ago.
They-
And everyone went mental for the and then the penguin as well, I believe. The penguin.
seriously, we're going down this route, guys.
I can't remember.
There was Kevin the Carrot, but I can't remember who did Kevin the Carrot.
Aldi.
That was Lidl.
Little
Aldi.
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 Same.
Who I'm not going to go into it, but go and have a look with their spat with Brewdog. It's brilliant.
Yes, it is.
Ollie just moaned about us going into it, and then he's gone, "Oh, but
Yeah.
I've got to go and look at this."
For another time, go and have a look at it. Right. And in this time that we could have, like, whilst we were mocking me, we could have explained it. But no, our faithful viewers will now have to still go and do the research. So, what other? So that's some pretty irrelevant news.
Yeah.
League news. And I think this should be more appropriate for like divisional news. Like, talk about what's going on in the AFC West. I think it's been pretty quiet, no?
Yeah, I think the one thing we forgot to talk about was what's his name from the Broncos, Melvin Gordon, being done for a DUI. They're mysteriously getting
I
an
didn't see
injury.
that. I missed it.
Yeah, it was,
Who? He's from who?
Sorry?
Did I just hear the B word uttered? Pretty sure you just said the B word, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you just said the B word.
Get off. Whew.
I thought, I mean, we are pre-watershed. I thought we had to tone down the language in this show, but I mean,
That is a disgrace.
You can't be dropping B-bombs around the place. It's disgusting.
No way.
Absolutely disgusting behaviour.
B-bombs.
Doesn't wash.
Do you promise not to use that B word again in this place?
I apologise for cursing before 9 p.m.
Thank you. Not acceptable. You had 4 minutes.
I had, and I couldn't help myself.
And you would have just got a ticking off, not like naughty at that moment.
Moment of me dropping bombs.
He's going. I'm kicking him. I could see him on the preview. He's losing his banana. Look at him go. You can't see this. It's quite funny. It's quite funny. He's really losing it. He's throwing stuff around. He's he's on the vino. That's what it is. That's why it just blurted out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's fair enough. Should we bring him back? There he is. Look at him.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the show.
Look at his cheeky little face.
There you go. Yeah. Right. No, I don't think there's been anything in the AFC West. Nothing really. It's been pretty quiet. I think we've been signing some nobodies.
Yeah, the only news is the fact that we didn't go after Carlos Dunlap or Everson Griffin, which I think annoyed a lot of people when they saw the deal that went through, which was
Wow.
Conditional 6th round pick.
Conditional 6th. That is a heck of a deal.
Where was it? Was it Seattle that went to?
Yes.
That's because the point I made is that if I was Everson Griffin and I was offered to go to the Raiders or the Seahawks, I'm probably going the Seahawks.
He's got to learn, man. He's got to learn.
There we go. That's right. I've just been scrolling up trying to look for Matt Berry's comment about Gabe Jackson. Was fined 12,500, no suspension for his unnecessary roughness.
We'll let Mitch back in.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to go and look for that one actually. Let me pull that up because there was lots of numbers in there. I didn't read it all the way through, and I went, but I think that's probably worth a read. So let's go find it. Here it is. Bosh. Whoa!
Ready to go this way.
It says, big talking.
Come on. You do the reading.
Am I reading? Okay. So, big talking point you all missed from today is Gabe Jackson was fined $12,500, no suspension for his unnecessary roughness. I need to come down to the mic. Unnecessary roughness of stepping on an opponent's shoulder, which we all know didn't happen. Which there is still no footage of happening. Good point, Matt. And for comparison, Bostic was fined $12,000, no suspension, for attempting to murder one Andy Dalton, to the surprise of no one. And Sue was not fined for any of his actions.
And you did all of that without following it across the screen with your finger.
I like the bit at the end. Very lawyerish. To murder one Andy Dalton.
He was murdered.
He was murdered. He was murdered.
But how do you how is he getting fined less than Gabe? I don't get it.
Because he's a Raider and the NFL is full of some really delightful people.
Kev's got the point there. Dunlap went to the
I just, and this is my fear, right? I thought at the beginning of the year, okay, maybe it's new slate. They're going to give the Las Vegas Raiders no more bullshit.
Yeah.
And just say, cool, it's fine. We're just not going to call this bullshit stuff that we used to call. And then
still happens.
So that is my fear in Cleveland, right? Because you've got the Cleveland Browns who have been doo-doo for doo-doo ages long. And if we start giving them a whooping, which we are more than capable of, does New York get on the phone again?
Nah, do you know what? I think if we start giving them a whooping and New York get on the phone, I think the counter to that is let's have a little poke at Myles Garrett, see what happens.
I'm gonna do what Ollie does to me all the time on this comment, and I'm gonna say it's the same again. Don't put yourself in a position for them to make that mistake. And again, Gabe didn't last week. I don't think any of us think that, but it's so difficult. It's horrible. It really is. And I agree with Dale again. It should have been $100,000 on that hit. He should have been suspended. That was worse than Burfict's hit. And yeah, Burfict's got history. Awful. We'll joke and think that, OBJ's not playing against us, which, that's all a bit of fun because we're going to get a win. But obviously we don't wish anyone harm. So to see them completely not recognizing, a scale, if you will, of how to find people. Ridiculous.
It is tiresome. But then again, Gabe's got a little bit of pedigree. Gabe was in the middle of the Crabtree stuff with that douche over at the Donkeys. Is that it said? Donkeys. Donkeys. Made my point. Good. But I believe Gabe was in the middle of that as well. So, and he got chucked with Crabtree.
Yes.
Cool. Right. Okay. Done the predictions. Done the news. The irrelevant news.
Best type.
Got Raiders on 3 counts of wins, varying scores, but pretty similar differentials. Got Raider win. Maybe. We'll see. Could be. We're building an eye, man.
Join us on the tailgate tomorrow, where we'll find out.
Tomorrow? Oh, yeah, the tailgate. I thought you were roping me into a show for tomorrow. So, well,
No, tailgate tomorrow.
Just checking there's nothing, because sometimes we close this and there is a golden comment in there, and I'm thinking tonight's golden comment is going to come from Deadpool. Maybe we should give that. There we go. We're going to have an award.
Comment on the stream.
As we build, because we said we're going to build this, we're going to have the golden comment.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Can we change the colour of the banners?
I can't do that. It's not advanced enough. We're going to have golden comments, though. And okay. I'm just going to say tonight it's a golden commenter. And that is Dale.
I see a new intro in the midst.
He's just said
this week's golden comment.
He's just said that the golden comment is the one he's just put, and that is a very interesting comment.
Never going to happen.
No, not that one.
Oh, okay. That'll be what. I don't know which one. He's put so many comments this evening. He has been keyboard warrioring away.
Yep, we have to dominate. Close ones always go to the refs.
He's not wrong, but he's not getting the golden comment for that because he's already tonight's golden comment.
Mitch, has he stolen your keyboard?
I think he has. I think he has.
Kev, nope. Not fixing it. Wherever it is, there it is. Not fixing it. We can just move the camera down a little bit. Not moving it.
Still can't tell what number.
See, now it doesn't look like it's slipping down. No,
it's like you were number 12.
It's number half.
Ooh.
Shots fired. That's it. I think we're done, guys. It's done. Well, happy Halloween. Commendations to Tony for sticking out this evening. I put an appearance in at the beginning. So I believe my waistline did as well when I removed it. Mitch, you did bugger all. You dreadful.
Again,
came on here, procrastinated. Moaned that we weren't listening to your hot takes.
Haven't got a keyboard. No stats.
Original defector. Just
shocking.
I don't even know why we have you on here anymore, man.
Got a swanky new microphone this week, can't you, though?
Should have just stuck with Raider.
All my time's gone on this.
Sold all his clothes and his keyboard to buy himself a microphone.
Shocking. Right. Let's do it. Raider win. Let's go get that W. I want to see an inspired, aggressive, fired up offense out there. I want to see a defense that's calm, collected, but ready to murder some of those prima donnas on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see a W. A big, fat Raiders W.
It's been a minute since we've seen one. It's been 3 weeks now.
Been a while. Other than that, that's it from me. I'm out. Thank you very much, guys. Tony, got any words of wisdom?
Go Raiders.
Yeah, there we go.
I was going to pull the whole...
I've just put him back on because I realised I cut him off and there was a bit of a delay. Tony, we're still live, by the way. It's not for the chat.
Well, I know this.
Just there's still 8 people watching, so they're still here. We'll bring Mitch back in. Yeah, Mitch, again.
Oh, we did an encore.
This is our first encore. It's like Rick and Morty, where there's an episode after the credits.
I can't even work out.
I appreciate that we've still got 8 people out there, so let's know if you're still out there.
Do you know what? Oh, no, hang on, sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on.
He's full of good hog. I wouldn't have put all of that on. Look at him. Good lad.
Oh,
Oh,
What an effort. Round of applause in the chat for Tony for that. Excellent
nice
performance.
work, mate. Nice work.
oh.
To stick that out, you must be sweating your balls, man. That must be terrible.
There's just a small pool of water around his office chair. Deary me. I feel like we're like little
Good
uncle.
man.
I am.
This is the secret episode at the end, guys. You have put the right cheat code in. You're still hanging with the three of us.
Episode 10.1.
Yeah, 10.1 is right here. Nice shout. Not quite redeemed yourself from your comments earlier, though.
Oh,
We are dropping viewers
No.
like flies right
I,
now. They're
God,
going.
I'm sweating.
Right.
I was gonna say before you rudely cut me off and then rudely cut back to me with your face off.
Yeah, go on, mate.
I was gonna say I was going for the whole silent J.
No, seriously, I'll keep my hands up here. I promise. I promise.
I'm trying to. Oh dear. Dial, I don't have any wine left, so bring
I
some to
can't even
me.
add him back in. So we on like 10 points.
deleted
Ah,
that.
there he is. Right, hands. Oh no, he's playing my game at me now. Tony, please come back.
Wish I had
Thank
that someone. Here he is.
My hands are here. I'm not going to click it. What were you going to say,
God.
Tony?
I can't remember now. Oh, the whole no. Just, what are you doing?
That was really wrong.
That's really wow. Hang on. Only paid members get that sort of treatment, don't they?
Whoa there. Whoa there. What were you going to say, Tony?
No, my hands where I can see them, please. I was going for the silent Jason Voorhees, no comment, just looking down the camera, and then I thought, no, I'll just say something.
Fair enough.
So you got to go Raiders, and then you got to see me peel my face off, and actually completely ripped my hood. Never mind.
Oh no! F in the chat for the hood.
So the hood's gone. The hood's gone. There is no hood. I'm back to just Jason with hair now.
So next Silver and Black UK GoFundMe is for a new toner.
Hey,
Right.
do you know what?
Let's call it, man. I've got pulled pork waiting for me next door. Need to go eat.
This has taken a turn, Kev. You're quite right. It's a Saturday night. It's
This is
Halloween.
fun.
Having a bit of fun, aren't we?
Only
Have a
because
bit.
you've got the vino on the roll.
I've run out of vino. Dale's going to bring me some.
Right. Okay. We out.
Yeah.
Mitch, anything from you? You got 10 seconds.
No. I'll just count down from 10 if you want.
Sweet. Okay.
Cool.
It's been good fun tonight, guys. Thanks very much. This is really goodbye, good night, and go Raiders.